Hello everyone, Instant of Chess again. Today I'm going to show you another game where I beat another 1700, defeated. But this one, I played as white. And as you can see by the opening, it was an E4 D5 opening. But what opening was that? You ask me. Well, let's dive in and see what happened in this game. E4, E5, Knight F3, Knight C6, Rui Lopez. We have the Rui Lopez Spanish game. Now, Black has many different ways to go about it. They could play h6. They can go with the Berlin. So many ways. They can have They could play bishop e7, bishop c5. So many different ways that black can play. So they opt for the Berlin, I guess. Knight f6, and I was a bit weird, troublesome about this move. The only reason why is because it's kind of just do they think they should take? No. So I just castled. I just castled my king, not worrying about this one bit. They took my pawn. I played rook e1. I am the knight. The knight goes to safety. And now I played a tricky move. A very tricky move. I played knight takes pawn. Now, why did I play this move? And hung my bishop. I'm not actually hung. This bishop is not this free to take. Why? We'll see. If they take my bishop, I can play knight takes with check on the rook. And the rook and queen. The rook is hitting the queen while the rook is hitting the king while the knight's hitting the queen. So that you'll be losing the queen. Minor piece for two. Well, technically the queen because I just took a knight. And that's why my opponent didn't go for this. And they went for bishop e7. So I ducked. I ducked my bishop back to a5, a4 since this is now a threat. This is now a threat. So I ducked. They took. I took. I moved. They castled, and now I'm playing c3. Um, the only reason why I want to play c3 is to get my d pawn nicely safely, and also if my bishop's ever attacked, I could just go back on my bishop. So they move their knight to attack my rook. If I went here, they have a bit of a tempo with my rook. If I went any other place, my rook will be a bit meh. If I go on any other east, they have time to actually attack my rook. Need some tempo on my rook, so I just went back. And they just went there. Now, right on the beginning, I felt that was a weird move, and it, and even the engine says that's just an inaccuracy because it just allows me to do what I wanted to do in the first place. E4, engage an opponent in the center, and well, this was a very silly move. I knew that my opponent was trying to think it out, and I placed my queen where the bishop wants to go. So, well defended by the knight. So I had to move my queen again. They played this bishop move, and I think this is actually the start of Black's troubles. Besides me making this little error, but my bishop was just a bit slightly better than Black's bishop, I believe, because it can actually damage Black's pawn structure, and Black bishop is just writing on granite. And he played this back. Now, personally, I think that's just a wasted move. Personally, I believe that's a wasted move. So what I did, I ducked my bishop, creating a threat of checkmate. He defended it, and I attacked the knight. I wanted to get my bishop on this nice diagonal before I even attack this knight. Because if I attack this knight right away, what is this bishop gonna be doing? I didn't see it right away because yeah, I think it could take that, but I it felt like my bishop is just a bit of a box, and I don't want to. I want it to be a bit more active. So that's why I chose this route rather than just taking this one. They play this. I played pawn to b3, and they went back with their knight. And I just developed my knight. They played bishop g7, rook a to d1. I got my rooks on the. This is a wasted move. They're messing around with their knight way too much in this game, and this allowed me to play a4. Why can't they take my pawn? Because my queen is covering the base point of the pawn structure. It's actually quite hard to see. That's actually quite hard to see. But I was very focused on what my opponent was doing. So they went back. Had to go back. They played this. Now, in this position, who's slightly better and why? You've got a nice diagonal, a bishop's diagonal, but can you coordinate with? Can you coordinate any piece with it? Not at the moment. So this bishop's kind of useless on that diagonal at the moment. What can black do? Let's find out. Let's see what black can do. Should I take my pawn? My knight? Not a bad move. But you are losing a key defender with that squares. So I wouldn't recommend doing that. So what is the move? I actually don't know what is the best move for black. I actually don't know what the best move is for black. Maybe queen f6, just developing the queen. And yeah, for this move. Now, and I was right. The engine says queen f3, f6 was the best move. And they opt for f6. And now, I want you all to find a move in this position. White is completely winning in this position. I'll give you guys all a couple of seconds to find the move. How about a bit longer? Whoever found the move, congratulations, but whoever wants to see the move in full motion, here we are. Knight takes g6. It got given the most brilliant move. Why? I'm making sure the bishop and queen are aligned for the checkmate. It is an eventual checkmate. I'm threatening an eventual checkmate. Or I'll be winning at least the queen. So they took, I took back. They take, and I go here first. With most players, they might play this first. But if I play this first and then this, what am I doing? What? And if I go here, then this just gives time for black to actually improve their position a bit. And I don't want that. So I played queen h5 first. Looking to trade off this knight. In this position, white can win in 3 moves. Can you find the mate in 3 in this position? Which I missed. Whoever found the mate in 3, congratulations. Here we are. Queen h7. You force the king to retreat, and you have this bishop to h6. White cannot do anything. If you take the bishop, the knight, and that's a back rank technique because the rook covers, the queen covers this important square, and the bishop covers. So what happens if you you can't really do anything. Yeah. So if, for example, if you just play a random move, then that's just me there. So making three. I didn't play that in the game. I missed it, but I played rook um e8 with the check. The queen is forced to take, and just this is this is threatening mate. This is threatening mate, and I did see it, and I just plopped my bishop back. My dash with bishop. They did get a bit of active play going, but I decided to play these moves, play out these moves, like knight here. I took, and then they played this. Now I played a nice move, d7, allowing them to take my queen, which they did, to promote my next queen. Now, in this position, there are many ways for me to finish off the game, so I went with this route. And they resigned in this position, and it was a fantastic game. But myself, I think I felt I was a bit more. It was a bit more rewarding than the last 1700 I faced, because they played the Wayward attack, but this one actually played an actual opening and followed principal moves, and I came out on top. So what to take from this position, from this game? Let's go back what Black should have done. How many knight moves did he make? Hmm. How many knight moves did they make? With the same knight? Count it. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. And how many moves was in the game? At least 40 moves. Half of his game was with the knight. Don't move the same piece twice in an opening more than once. Develop your pieces as fast as you can. And that's what my opponent fell back on. And I want to say thank you all for listening. It's been a pleasure and happy New Year's to everyone. Bye bye.